Boys, we are back again. Are we excited to get into some sports resort bowling?
Yes, Donald, but I was thinking this time we make it a little more complex. We can do the little trials so we can really test our bowling skills with some challenges.
That sounds excellent to me, Barack. I'm always up for another challenge, to prove myself to everyone that I am the king of video games, especially against you and Joe.
Perfect. I am happy you are up for the challenge, Donald.
Hey guys, what about me? You two didn't ask me if I wanted to do the challenge bowling. You both know it's already hard enough for me to do the regular bowling. How am I supposed to get past all of these new challenges?
I don't know, Joe, but that's not our problem. That sounds like a you problem. You will figure it out as we go. Remember, just go slow. That shouldn't be too hard for you anyways. I'm sure your mind is not far from your physical mobility. A KA. Slow.
Geez, Donald, you're already choosing to send shots at me. Why can't we just go one day without you trying to bully me?
Oh, Joe. But what would be the fun in that? You are just so easy to make fun of. Your entire being in itself is a joke. Don't even get me started on how pathetic your presidency has been either. I promise you, you will cry.
We should start making bets on how soon Joe will have to tap out of the presidential debates. And I feel like that could be a real business to start, and we could make some really good money.
Barack, why would you ever want to get into business with Donald?
Joe, I would understand where you are coming from if it were for any other type of business. But seriously, this seems like a no-brainer, especially since it pertains to your lack of competency and ability to function. That seems like a pretty clean-cut win-win for me and Barack.
Exactly, Joe. And you know how much people hate Donald. They are going to be swarming to bet on you because you're the Democrats' only chance for re-election, and that's sad because you are the least competent and the oldest and the slowest.
Wow. I really can't believe someone who I thought was one of my best friends would ever say those things about me, Barack. That really crushed me.
Oh, boo-hoo, Joe. That's life. Not everyone is going to like you or vote for you again, especially after how things went last year.
I did an excellent job, Donald. You have no room to talk. You're literally a criminal.
Joe, I didn't help aid in killing thousands of people for literally living. Don't get me started, Joe. You are going to lose this battle, old man.
You got anything to say to that, Joe? Or are you just going to stay silent per usual?
I have nothing to say to that because that is a bunch of horse shit. What's wrong with sending millions of dollars to other countries to help take out their enemy? It only seems fair.
Joe, you don't like brown people. It's okay. You can say it. This is a safe space, but you just have to be honest with yourself.
Why would you say that? I am not a racist, Donald.
Joe, you might want to rethink that statement because I will bet my personal money that you, in fact, are racist.
How could I be when my vice president is a black woman?
Joe, everyone knows you only chose her because she and Jill are the ones who tell you what to do and speak for you. Come on, bud. Everyone knows that you can't think or speak for yourself.
Shut up, Donald. At least my wife actually loves me and isn't just a foreign spy.
Joe, I can promise you there is no way that Melania is a foreign spy. I am serious. The woman is too dumb to have the intelligence of a spy.
Is it just shit on our Wives' Day?
Barack, Joe started it. He is the one who said that Melania is a foreign spy, and we all know that is the farthest thing from the truth.
I doubt that is the farthest thing from the truth, Donald. It's insane that you think your wife is even in love with you. I'm sure she just needed a visa.
She did, and she got one. So what? I get to have a beautiful wife who I never have to have conversations with, because when I try, I can barely understand what she is saying. And then I get a wife who also yells at me in her foreign language when I don't do what she says, which is kind of hot. But inevitably, I literally have no idea what she is ever saying. And I am fine with that, Joe.
Dang, Donald curved ever having to talk and listen to his wife. Let us know the strategy, please.
Okay, Barack. Well, first you have to divorce your god-awful looking wife. And then you're going to go connect with me. And I can order you a bride from Melania's hometown. Who knows, maybe we can have wives who are related. What a hoot that would be. And then you never have to listen to what your wife is ever trying to say again, and can avoid ever having another marital argument for the rest of your life.
I have to admit, Donald, that sounds like a pretty intriguing plan.
Barack, Michelle would be absolutely crushed. Why would you ever do that to her, let alone the mother of your children?
Joe, I am tired, and I don't want to continue to eat rabbit food for the rest of my life. And just because I am asking Donald about the process doesn't mean I will actually go through with it. It's just an inquiry.
See, Joe, I am honestly still surprised you haven't wanted to inquire about replacing Jill. I am serious, these women are amazing. Why don't you just look and see if you would be interested? I promise you, no one will be shocked if you were to divorce Jill and remarry to a younger wife. That would actually be very fitting for you, considering you've always given off a pervy vibe.
Pervy? Donald, I am the farthest thing from pervy. Don't degrade me like that, you fat Oompa Loompa.
Joe, you can call me an Oompa Loompa all you want, but at least I know that I was never a perv. I may degrade women verbally, but that's just all fun and games. You got to do that sometimes to remind everyone that men are in charge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and did we forget about your infamous hush money payment to Stormy Daniels? What's up with that, Donald? Care to explain that one?
Oh, Joe, boo-hoo. I paid money to her to keep quiet about our relations, but that is in the past. She saw I became president and wanted to come for me and put me on blast for the media to serve me up as this awful person. She is literally an adult film star, Joe. We all know what she chose to do. At least I gave her money to not say anything.
Donald, what you just said is very fitting for how the media perceives you. That was so sexist and degrading to women, that was insane.
Thank you, Barack. That is my specialty. I try to keep the pot stirring, so I never fall out of conversation. That's how I know I am winning, Barack. I create drama and situations and secrets to get people to talk about me so they never forget who I am. If I am not a topic of conversation anymore, that means I have lost, because everyone forgot about who I am. That is how you win, Barack. Never die out of the American people's conversations. And look, I am even a topic of conversation internationally. I know what I am doing, boys.
Yeah, I just saw you in the media this week because you were caucusing in Iowa, Donald. And then that school shooting happened, and you literally said that we, as in the American people, need to get over it.
Yeah, Donald, that's messed up of you.
Boys, that stupid bitch governor has her state where you don't need a permit to carry weapons. Those little hillbilly towns have it where the kids grow up hunting with their parents and nothing is a problem. But then when the kid grows up and has mental health problems, they, one, have the access to the trust of the parents that they at least know what they are doing with firearms, and three, the fact that they are not properly taken care of mentally. Boys. At the end of the day, yes, the violence is devastating and needs to stop, but it's the people behind them, not the weapons themselves.
Donald, that is still not okay to say, and that governor is really stupid. I will admit that. But this shouldn't be happening anymore, Donald. For real.
I agree, Barack. It's a terrible thing, terrible. But go tell Joe to do something. I mean, he is the president currently, you know.
Donald, we all know that Joe is never going to do anything. Remember, he would rather send millions of dollars and weapons to other militaries so that they can go kill civilians. I don't think Joe really cares about innocent lives at this point.
I do to Barack. Donald, you can go shove it. You two are pathetic. How dare you ever say that I do not care about the innocent lives we are losing? I do care.
Joe, actions speak way louder than words. Why don't you go be the president and try and enact some bills and laws so that we can stop waking up to children being killed and stop sending money to other countries? I mean, for real. We are literally so far in debt. As a country, I'm pretty sure they have to make a new number at this point.
Yeah, Joe, the debt of our country is actually insane. It's like you wake up and try and help every other country do these god-awful things, but you still have homelessness, children starving, and a literal drug epidemic in this country that kills so many people a day. It is insane.
Yeah, Joe, why don't you go do something about that, bud, so I can start next January with a clean slate?
Donald, We don't even know if you can legally run and be on the ballot this year. Just shut the hell up already. I'm tired of hearing your voice.
Oh, Sleepy Joe, I'm tired of hearing yours. You are so useless. It's actually insane. I am simply trying to tell you to do your job and make a name for yourself so that when you lose this year, you have something people can talk about your 4 years as president and not just the viral memes your dumb butt created.
Sure, Donald, I'll get right on that.
Good. At least you care to do something now that your time is about to come to an end.
Don't you mean his time as president, not in general, Donald?
Did I? Ah ha ha ha.
You creepy evil laugh, Donald, gross.
Whatever, Joe, I literally do not care what you say. But hey, look, I won. That's not a shocker. Ha ha ha.
Good job, Donald. Okay, boys, let's chat soon, okay?
Sounds good, Barack. It was a good game today.
Yeah, Joe, why don't you go do your job for once?
Frick off, Donald. I'm going to go do what I need to do today. Just text in the Discord when we want to play again.
Sounds good, Joe. See you boys later.
See you boys soon. I will text in the chat when I think of something new to play.
Bye, guys.